Good morning, friends. Welcome to the Knowledge Adda. Today I am here with a new topic that is the new leadership style. You know, there is a drastic change happened in the labor market, and the conventional leadership is no longer relevant in today's context, in the today's scenario. So, new leadership has been emerged, and which is completely very different from the old leadership style. I would like to discuss what kind of qualities uh, the new leader should have. I will discuss these qualities here. But before discussing the new leadership style, first is important for you to know what is leadership style. Leadership is a set of behavior. Cannot say the one behavior of an individual of a leader that will define their leadership quality. Leadership is a completely set of behavior like their uh, decision making ability, communication skill, interpersonal skill, uh, their, I mean, uh, uh, you can say collaborative approach, their collective approach, all how they speak, how they interact, how they sit, how they behave, everything that comes under the leadership style. That's why we say the leadership is a set of behavior. It's not one individual behavior on the basis of which we can say that he is a good leader, she is a good leader. Okay. Uh, a leader's role is to execute the strategic plan. The leader make the plan and they make the strategy and they execute it. They execute that plan. Okay. They renew the organization. Uh, a leader should have at least the quality to bring newness in the people, newness in the culture, uh, newness in the, you can say, organizations, so that everyone whosoever is involved with the organization, they should feel refreshed. Okay. So, a leader's role is also to bring the newness of the organization so that their impact uh, should be felt to from top to bottom, right? How they are guiding, how they are impacting the outcomes. The effective leadership also affecting the outcomes of the organization, impacting of the culture, impacting of the behavior of the people in the organization, how they are enabling the people to motivate, enabling the people, group of people to work together. Yeah, this is the role of, I think, effective leadership, how they energize the people. Yeah, it's important that everyone whosoever is associated with this their organizations, they should feel energized. If they are demotivated, if they are not, I mean, uh, inspired, because good leader also inspired their people. Uh, so inspiring and energizing the people, building trust uh, by their actions is also important. Okay, as you know that leadership is not a inborn quality; it is being learned over a period of time. These are the basic qualities I talk about the leadership or effective leader. But you know, one study was conducted by McKinsey, and this study was conducted uh, over 2 lakh people uh, in 81 organizations. The sample was collected from the 81 organizations. And to this study been finding is that, you know, 85% leadership effectiveness uh, is having the 4 qualities. And, you know, and these qualities are, this study shows that the leader should be very supportive. If any leader which is, I mean, who is not supportive can't be an effective leader. Okay. How they support the people, how they uh, help the people whenever they need. These are the basic quality of effective leader. Necessary says. Uh, Another leadership behavior is uh, how they are operating with a strong result oriented. If the leader's action is not result oriented, uh, how they are impacting the results, that is more important. Because leader's role is also to increase the productivity of the employee, to increase the output of the organization. Okay, so how they are operating with a strong result oriented uh, orientation, that is also important. Seeking different perspective. One leader may not be effective in the uh, other organization. For example, uh, actually it varies from organization to organization. Leadership qualities varies from organization to organization. McKinsey study says that one leadership style or one leadership approach cannot be, I mean, applied across the sector, cannot be applied across the uh, different organizations. It varies. If you are working in a service industry, there you need different kind of approach. If you are working in production industry, there your leadership approach will be different. It varies from. So different perspective they behave differently in different perspective. Another important behavior of the leader is to how you solve the problem effectively. Everyone is capable of solving the problem, but how you are solving effectively with less energy, less efforts, that is more important. So McKinsey study has found these four types of behavior that 89% effective leadership uh, is having these qualities or behavior. Leadership keeps evolving. If anyone think that once leadership quality is developed and that will be, I mean, remain constant throughout the lifestyle, this is not possible. Leadership quality keeps evolving. You might have seen that the leader which was required uh, before the COVID, that may not be relevant nowadays. Today's leadership is different from pre-COVID era, right? So, you know, the traditional leadership quality, earlier the age was industrial age, where very traditional leadership qualities was required. And that during the industrialization period, traditional leadership were also called as a manager. They were supposed to manage the things, manage the people, control the people. Uh, and their role was to planning, how to plan and translate into actions, how to direct, assigning the task to the people, how to control the people. The controlling, uh, direction, planning, uh, these are the quality. These are the qualities of the traditional leadership, which was required during the industrial age. But this is not the age of industry. This is the new age, and this age is IT or digital age. So those traditional leadership uh, may not be effective nowadays. 21st century leadership quality is different, and their approach is different because now the environment is very complex. Earlier, environment was not, the leader was supposed to play a role in a very confined and structured environment. But now, the environment is very complex. Okay, so 21st century leadership approach is completely different from the traditional leadership. New leadership focus on building the agile, okay, human centered and digitally enabled. What do you mean by agile? Uh, you know, uh, the today's leadership more focusing on building agile, which means developing such a mindset which is throughout, I mean, uh, uh, involved in learning. Okay, throughout dynamic, their understanding, their approach is collaborative. They are, I mean, flexible to achieve high performing tasks. So agile people are always very dynamic throughout learning approach. Their understanding is different. They are leveraging the process to enhance the productivity. Okay, so they keep changing everything. Uh, their thinking, their innovation, their mindset. So such mindset need to be developed. And uh, today leadership are more focused on the human-centric approach. Look at the e-commerce platform. What they are doing, Amazon, they are connecting with the people. Ola, Uber, they are connecting with the people. So today's leadership are connected with the people. They are more human-centered. If they fail to approach the people, they are not successful. If by their action or policy, if the sentiment of the people is hampered, that leadership is no longer relevant. Okay. And last, they should have the digitally enabled. Can you imagine that in today's context, anyone can survive without knowing the uh, computer skill, okay, digital skill? Even if you are principal, you are going to hire a teacher, and the applicants who comes for the position of teaching, and they don't know how to operate the smart board. Will you hire them, that teacher? No. So digitally enabled is very much important. So today's 21st century leadership should be digitally enabled. And these leadership are servant leaders. They are serving the people. Okay, their main duty is to serve the people. How to serve their stakeholder. Okay, their approach should be very collaborative because in this unprecedented environment, everyone like customer, every stakeholder like customer, employees, suppliers, communities, investor, you will have to serve everyone. You will have to fulfill the requirement of everyone. So you need to be very flexible. You need to be having a serving attitude. Okay. And serving the principle of serving leadership is to encourage the diversity. If you are leading a team in the e-commerce platform, uh, if you are not having approach of the diversity, uh, you cannot restrict your approach uh, within a particular community or within a particular geographical area. So diversity is very important. If you are not, your thinking is not diverse, is not accommodative, you cannot be successful. Okay, uh, you will have to create a culture of trust, the quality of servant leadership. Culture of trust, for example, if uh, you are you are associated with the uh, uh, any agency which is serving the people, any platform serving the people like Ola, Uber, or uh, anyone, and the people don't trust if you are delivering the uh, article, delivering the goods to the household, and that item is not good, your trust will be destroyed. So, how you build the trust? You will have to inculcate the culture of trust among the people. That is more important. Okay, uh, you will have to be an unselfish uh, mindset. You cannot think. Servant leadership don't think about himself or herself. You will have to think about the others first. Okay, so you will have to. inculcate the mindset which should be unselfish. That is for others. Okay. You need to, I mean, uh, foster the leadership in others. Okay. How you are helping others to develop these qualities, trust, culture in others, that is more important. You will have to serve with humanity. You cannot be harsh to anyone. If you are delivering a goods and the household or your customer complains you that this is not timely delivered, you can't be harsh. Okay, you will have to behave with a very humble or humility. You will have to give honors to the others, give powers to others. These are the qualities of the servant leadership. Okay, 21st leadership approach is for better connection. Is mainly centered around the around establishing the connectivity with the people. And so for being connected with the people, you need to be very, I mean, different. You will need to be, your approach should be completely different. Different from what? Different from the traditional leadership. For example, you need to have a very innovative approach. If you face any challenges and you are not able to solve the challenges with your new idea, how you generate the idea to solve the problem, that is more important. If you are not able to solve the problem, if you are not innovative, you cannot solve the problem uh, with effectiveness, with less uh, resources, less energy, less, you can say with minimum resource. You cannot. So you need to be very innovative. Your approach should be very innovative. Uh, 21st century leaders should be very collaborative. Your approach should be collaborative. If you are not collaborative, because you cannot work in a solo, uh, you need to collaborate with the. If you are running any app, you are a startup, having a startup, running an app, you need to approach with to others for collaboration. You need collaboration with the bank. You need collaboration with the uh, uh, other service industry can provide the SMS facility. You need to collaborate with other kind of stakeholders who can help you or add value in your ad. Okay. So collaborative approach is must in today's leadership. You need to be very uh, compassionate. How you think, that is more important. If your thinking is different, if you are thinking does not match with the your customer, your stakeholder, you may no longer be relevant because you will have to think according to the uh, thinking of your people, your customers, your stakeholder. So you need to be very compassionate. Yeah, their role is to develop the psychological, creating psychological safety, self-awareness, and enhancing better. These approach you need for the better human connection. Because 21st century leadership is all about connecting with the people. How strongly you are connected, you are more successful. If you are not connected, you are not successful. Okay. From traditional leadership to a 21st century leadership, uh, there's a need for shifting the approach. And there are five key shifts that you need to focus. Like earlier, traditional leaders were executive. They were supposed to execute the plan, make the plan and execute. But now they have to shift from execution to vision. Ah, because execution is not sufficient. What vision you have for the organization, for bringing the business upward? What vision do you have? That is more important. So, shifting from executive to vision ah, is more important. Some people are visionary. Today's leadership are very visionary. They are thinking much beyond what others are thinking about the challenge, about the business, about the high performance or enhancing the productivity. The traditional leadership are planner, but now 21st century leadership are catalyst. You will have to shift your approach from planning to catalyst. Uh, Here you have to play the role of catalyst. What Amazon is doing. Uh, they are neither producing the goods, uh, nor they are the consumer. They are playing the role of catalyst. They meditate, they facilitate. So this their platform is a facilitator. They are playing the role of catalyst. Okay. So your approach should be flawless. Yeah, your controller to coach. Earlier, traditional leadership used to control the people, but now their approach is different. You will have to coach the people rather than control the people. You have to coach them. You will have to uh, prepare the leadership. Like there are many agile courses. You teach about how to be agile because being agile is more important nowadays. So they are coaching me. Your boss to human. Earlier leadership was boss है boss है. लेकिन नहीं अब आपके लीडरशिप बहुत ही आपको क्योंकि when you are talking about this servant leadership their role is to serve people. So from boss to human. Huh? So you need to be compassionate, empathetic, or you need to be very okay. How the uh, 21st 21st leadership approach communicate effectively. Yeah, you will have to communicate very clearly. Look how Modi ji tells 5 trillion economy. So he's a leader who has given big goal. Now everyone is trying to achieve that goal. So a good leader, 21st century leaders, they are very clearly defining, pointing to a long term. So you should know how to define the long term. You just give a goal, big goal, and the organization will try to achieve that goal with all their resources. All resources will be done towards achieving that goal. Listening and understanding the stakeholder is also important. But you cannot be bored. You will have to listen the other stakeholders with whom you are doing collaboration. What is their challenge? How their problem can be solved? How you can help them to solve it? So you will have to understand their constant thoughts because they are also important. If they fail, your entire efforts will be going waste. So okay, you will have to understand their challenges. You will have to create the opening for the data. You go and open the data. You make a perception. You make a control narratives there. And accordingly, on your points, other people will discuss what is requirement, how the business will be run, how the organization will. Okay, so you should learn how to open the data and always try to be proactive huh, in communication. Particularly. If you are not proactive, then you cannot communicate very effectively. So being effective, uh, for being effective, you need to be very proactive. Yeah, this environment is very uncertain. Okay, and in this environment, you don't know what challenges will come tomorrow. So you should know how to communicate in uncertainty and crisis. Uh, Give what people are needed. What people are needed, you should immediately give. Otherwise, you cannot retain the talent in your organization. Cannot retain the business if you are not addressing their needs when they needed it. Okay. So You will have to, I mean, distill from the cues. You should know how to how to uh, utilize the situation, how to catch the situation. You should know. So these are the basic, I mean, thing that I told you about the traditional leadership and 21st century leadership. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.